yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah, that's okay. Good morning, good afternoon, Magadi Murie, Zimbabwe, San Bonani. Thank you so much for joining us. I know we always start by saying good morning, good afternoon, but there is nothing good about this afternoon. I know it's a morning here in America. It's 4:44 a.m. Here, and I know most of the people in North America will only see this video later on, and I know it's around 9 p.m. in Australia, and it's around 12:40 in Zimbabwe, South Africa, Mozambique. We welcome you to this special program where we are paying our respects to our hero, Tino Chiremba, who passed away a few days ago. We are sorry. We begin by saying nematambudziko kumhuri kwa Chiremba, kumhuri kuAustralia vaigara naTino. But tonight, today, this morning, we are joined by Dr. Jaji from Australia, a man who has known Tino for a long time, a man who has shared moments with Mr. Tino for a long time. Dr. Jaji, welcome to the program. Please take a few minutes to greet our viewers and listeners.
Thank you so much, Chief. Thank you so much, viewers and listeners. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Jaji. And those who are joining us, we welcome you and we thank you for joining. Please let us share this video so that as many people as possible could come to and be with us. Tino was a Twitter guy, but he was also on Facebook. So we decided to do this in honor of him so that his Facebook followers can also have a chance to say goodbye to him. Dr. Jaji, I understand you are talking from Australia at the funeral work of our comrade. Could you please just tell us what's going on there? But of course, you might also want to tell our viewers and listeners what exactly happened to our brother.
Thank you very much. So Mukoma Tino has not been feeling well. Maybe since 2020, that's when he was diagnosed with liver cancer. So he has been fighting it, but on Wednesday around 9:45, I think exactly this time here, but on Wednesday he passed on. So yesterday there was a memorial service here where the body was taken home to lying state, and today it was taken back to the parlor. So they are preparing to go to Zimbabwe in a few days or weeks, depending on how fast they process the papers. So tomorrow they'll be trying to finalize those papers. He'll be buried in his rural home in Gokwe. So basically, that is what is happening. Finer details as and when people who are going to Zimbabwe will be given in due course. But at the moment, it's just paperwork that will determine when Mukoma Tino will be going home to rest. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jaji. So you can confirm that he is going to be laid to rest in Zimbabwe.
Yes. Everything else being equal, you'll be laid to rest in Zimbabwe.
Okay. Yeah, Dr. Jaji, I think a lot of people may not have known what why we are saying Tino is a hero. We are saying here that Tino Chiremba was a hero. Maybe you might want to just go through some of the things that you did with him. We see you in pictures with him, and we'll also be playing a few videos that are already in the public arena where he was working with you at party level and maybe also at a personal and social level. You can just go through and talk about Tino's life, Tino's contribution to Zimbabwe.
Thank you so much. I'll talk about his political contribution later, but maybe I'll start by talking about his contribution to the society. He was a guy who was always there to assist citizens. There are quite a number of citizens, some he didn't know in person, whom he assisted, like with paying school fees, paying for medical bills, whom he assisted. Those who were migrating, he also came in to assist. But chief among some of his contributions is he managed to assist in building a school in his rural home and also put water. So building classroom blocks there and making sure that there is running water at that school, and also assists with agricultural projects for his rural folks in his rural area. So those are some of the things that he was doing for the community, and he was doing for people, regardless of them coming from maybe political parties that were different from his own political party. But when it comes to his political journey, he was very much instrumental when we started MDC Alliance, then structures here in Australia, and he went on to be elected our Secretary General here in Australia. And by the time he passed on, he was an interim Secretary General for CCC Australia. When we started the car fund vehicle as Citizens Action for Change, he was also one of the members who started the fund, and he went on to be the biggest donor on that fund. And even on the current fund that we are running for Defend the Vote, Chamisa Defend the Vote 2023 vote, he was also very, very instrumental, making a lot of donations, participating in all the programs that were happening there. For me, it was difficult to see him do that because I knew very well that he was not feeling well, but he was sacrificing all that time, sacrificing all his strength to make sure that there is change in Zimbabwe. So to me, he's a hero. To me, he's a great man. To me, he's a man who sacrificed a lot for his people, a man who sacrificed a lot for his country, and a man who sacrificed a lot for the party that he loved so much. So yeah, basically that's Mukoma Tino for you. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much, Dr. Jaji, for that. Indeed, from what you said, we can see the great work that Tino did. I think in the pictures on his Twitter profile and Facebook profile, we see some of the work that he has done politically as well. The fundraising for the president's car, and also the fundraiser for the president's Defend the vote. You might want to talk about that, and if you have links, we can share them here as well.
He was very much hands-on on the fundraiser that is happening, where we sat down with him included and said, as citizens, we need to make sure that we assist in the deployment of polling agents in 2023. We have a target of 2.35 million. We are currently slightly above 290,000 on that fund. Mukoma Tino was always there pushing and making sure that we get to our target. So the fundraiser is going on, but we just stopped briefly in honor of our brother. We'll resume sometime later, maybe after the funeral. But for now, we are focusing on making sure that we give the respects that our brother deserves. So thank you so much for that, Chief.
Oh, okay. No, thank you very much. We appreciate that. Yeah, it's unfortunate that I'm not hearing some of the things that you're saying. I don't know why the volume is so low on my side, but so I hope I'm not asking you a question that you've already addressed.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. So on a personal level, did Tino had children?
Yes, he had 3 daughters. He had 3 daughters.
Okay. Yeah, and once again, we want to say nematambudziko kuvana vatino and his wife who are grieving. We are sorry they lost their father, but us, we have lost a brother, we have lost a comrade, and it's very unfortunate. So, Dr. Jaji, do you have any other information that you want to give at this stage concerning what is going on in Australia and what will be going on in Zimbabwe?
Yeah, so there will be a program for Zimbabwe, but it can only be, we can only share more details when we get the final details as to when you'll be flying to Harare. So maybe sometime this coming week, we'll be able to give final details as to when you'll be going and what will be happening at each and every day.
Okay. And are there any plans to have an online memorial service on Facebook or on Zoom, and maybe the Zoom details are shared? As you know, Tino had friends everywhere. He had friends in America, he had friends in Canada, he had friends in South Africa, and most of them obviously will not be able to be there in Australia and also to be there in his home area in Zimbabwe. Any plans for that?
Yeah, so tonight, maybe in a few minutes from now, Citizens Action for Change will be hosting a memorial service for Mukoma Tino. So it's on Twitter, on their Twitter handle, Citizens Action for Change Twitter handle. There'll be a memorial there. Then I'm sure some of the brother and I will also be joining that space. Then there are also plans for a memorial lecture in Zimbabwe, but we can only give those details when we know exactly when you will be flying back home.
Okay. Thank you very much. On a lighter note, we just are going to take a short break here and play one video or one or two videos where that were shared by Tino again. Like I said in the beginning, all the videos and pictures that we are sharing here are already in the public domain. We just want to see the other side of Tino. Tino dancing, Tino enjoying with his fellow friends, his comrades in Australia. Maybe Dr. Jaju will remember some of the moments and you'll be able to relive those moments with us. While Estella is preparing for one of the videos, let me welcome Champion Barbara, who has just joined us from UK. Sanbonani, Champion Barbara.
Yebo kunjani ndinayo yakoshoshe ngazwakala ndakayikamera ngama-earpods ndokuzindlela
I can hear you, but I suppose Chief Avaskukum's going.
Can you hear me, Chief?
Yeah, if you can lift your voice a little bit.
Report uri pa 100 volume yacho. Okay, thank you so much. Kunjani nduna yakoshoshe. Lingabe livuka njani lachona njani mthwakazi omuhle. Ngibingelela njalo lo dokotela jaji kunjani dokotela jaji Australia khona ngapho ngisithi sizwa sidabukile ngokubhubha kuka kweqhawe lethu uTino la ngenkathazo lezo nematambudziko Dr. Jaji ku Australia ikoko nehama dza Tino nemhuri yese ye-CCC nechindevere vanoti isicha esihle kasidleli kunzima kanganani ukuthi silahlekele ngomunye wethu uTino uChiremba obe se-Australia ilunga le-CCC yena obe engumuntu okade ephatheka enhlelweni eziningi eze-CCC inhlelo ze-fundraising inhlelo zokuncedisa abantu abahlukuluzwayo eZimbabwe inhlelo zokuncedisa even abantu abadubekayo silahlekelwe kakhulu njengemuli ye-CCC Chief kubuhlungu kanganani ukulahlekelwa ngumuntu onjengoTino Chiremba sizwa sidabukile kakhulu ngiyabonga.
Yes, thank you very much, Champion Barbara. I know Champion Estella is still looking for downloading the some of the video clips that we wanted to play. We'll go back to Champion Jaji again. I'm not seeing him there. I don't know if he's still there. Dr. Jaji, are you still there?
He is there, but his video is gone off, but he is there.
I'm here.
Okay. Thank you very much. Maybe Jaji, Dr. Jaji, as we finish, you might want to just give us your last words and also talk to the people of Zimbabwe that have been praying for Mr. Tino Chiremba and his family. Even here in America, we have been having prayers. We have been dedicating some of our days to pray for. Okay, there comes the video, but there's no volume, Estella.
Okay.
Wow, thank you very much, Dr. Jaji. Do you remember that moment with our late brother? Was this in Zimbabwe or in Australia? What was going on there?
So that was last year. We were celebrating his birthday. So that was here in Australia. We were just coming from Zimbabwe. So we then celebrated his birthday here in Australia.
Wow! Yeah, that was nice. And you could see the dance moves of our brother there. Yes. So I just said you can just address the people all over the world that have been praying for Tino and that continue to pray for our brother that everything moves well in Australia. We know that when it is in the diaspora, the paperwork and everything, sometimes it takes long. Here in America, sometimes you can stay for a month before you are able to fly out. Maybe you can just highlight the process there in Australia as well as address the people in the world, friends of Tino.
So thank you so much. So here it takes maybe a minimum of 2 weeks to have the papers sorted, depending with how quick the parlor that will be running the process are. But to the rest of the citizens, I just want to appreciate everyone for their prayers. I want to appreciate everyone for how they made my brother's life a good life to live. He was a very happy man, always smiling. I don't know if he had issues with anyone. As far as I know, he was going on well with almost everyone. If you follow his Twitter handle, you could see that he would engage people even across the political divide. So I just want to appreciate everyone for that, especially during the past 2 years where he knew that he was not feeling very well, but there were people who would keep on giving him strength and reason to move on. So thank you so much, fellow citizens. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing life with him. Thank you so much for sharing love with him. Ngazvirambe zvakadaro muchiitira vamwe vese semhuri yezimbabwe tichingodanana sevana vemunhu mumwe chete. Thank you very much, Chief.
Yes, and talking about love, there's a point that I would not want us not to talk about because I know Tino was involved in that project where he shared love to one of our comrades that was staying in Chitungwiza. He was working as a jail guard at the prisons, and Herald, put a headline saying we had neglected that person, and Tino was one of the people that jumped on together with yourself, Mr. Mukando, and helped that man. Maybe you might just want to relive that moment again and just let the people know, how Tino shared love.
Yeah, so maybe I won't give too much details on that one. To protect the guy, but anyway, he was one of the guys who came together and said we can't let one of our own suffering, so they came together, put some resources together to make sure that they have a sustainable project for him to be able to sustain himself. Yeah, wow. So it's one of those activities and projects that Mukoma Tino was involved in.
Yes, we thank you very much for that. Let me go to our comment section with Shamiso Sibamba watching from Botswana. Please, let's continue to just pray for our brother, as Dr. Jaji has said. We are also going to share the link of Chema. I'm sure that one we can do. Those who want to contribute their Chema. The link for that will be shared here. It has just been shared on the comment section. You can, put your Chema there. That's our culture. That's what we do. When someone is gone, when a loved one is gone, when a friend is gone, the only way or one of the ways that you can say goodbye to that person is to just pay your respects through Chema. And then Simbarashe Takawira is saying Vakavigwa ere Mukoma Tino. Dr. Jaji was just saying here that it takes some time, almost about 2 weeks for the paperwork to be done. It can be less, it can be a little more. So please do not quote me or quote Dr. Jaji because it can take some time. Pamela Due, thanks, Chief, for the work and all the time. And we also want at this point to thank Dr. Jaji for taking time off the funeral work to be with us, to talk to us about our comrade, our hero, our friend, Tino Chiremba. We want to say, as a Change Radio, let's continue to pray for our brother, for his family. Let's pray for strength so that the wife, the young wife, and the young children are able to deal with the trauma and the pain of what they'll be going through in the next few weeks, if not for the rest of their lives. But we also want to take this opportunity to thank the family, especially Tino's wife, who gave Tino away. We were with Tino on Spaces, on Facebook, everywhere when he was doing political and social projects and programs. He was away from his family. So we want to thank them for allowing us to share Tino with them. Dr. Jaji, your last words as we finish.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chief. My last words, I'll just say, let's continue to pray. And to pray for those who will be traveling to Zimbabwe and for everything that will happen there. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much those who joined us live here and those who are going to watch this video after we are done. We appreciate you. We thank you for the support that you have given to Tino. Thank you for the prayers. Let's continue to pray for him and his family. And of course, thank you for joining this broadcast. Thank you for what you're doing for Zimbabwe. We appreciate you. God bless you.
Atina musha pano panyika zvinofadza mweya yedu kutsvaga musha unouya. Atina musha, atina musha, atifa